Explain Mount Ararat, day 200 of asking. Okay, I'll try to while I unload the car. I'm not sure if you're wanting me to explain where I think Mount Ararat is or where other people think Mount Ararat is. So I'll just touch on both. So there are claims that Noah's Ark is found in Turkey, on Mount Ararat in Turkey. To my knowledge, that's not been confirmed. Peer reviews don't necessarily agree with that. I mean, I will say it's an interesting concept. From what I have looked into, it's not super convincing. I think Ron Wyatt is the dude who kind of came up with that. Ron Wyatt, I used to really kind of be into his stuff, but at this point in the game, with how much I've learned about stuff, I'm not sure what I think of him. But where I think that Noah's Ark more likely is in the Alberta, Canada area, or even northern Montana or Wyoming. Have I found it yet? No. Do I think I might? Maybe, I don't know, or maybe one of you guys will. Go look for it. I'm stuck at home with a bunch of kids. I can't go exploring right now. But what we know is that the Ark landed not on Mount Ararat, but in the mountains of Ararat on Mount Lubar. I have found probably no fewer than a dozen Mount Ararats in the U.S. So to pretend like the Mount Ararat in Turkey is the only Mount Ararat is just not true. There's a Mount Ararat at the base of, or bumped up next to, Mount Rainier. There's also an entire range of Mount Ararats down through California. There's a Mount Ararat in Tennessee. There's some others. That's all I can remember right now. But the reason I've narrowed it down to more of the lower Alberta, upper Montana, Wyoming area is because, well, two reasons. There's some language connections between Ararat and Assyria. And we know Assyria was basically Alberta. But in the Book of Jubilee, and I know all y'all don't like the Apocrypha text, but if you look at these texts and they confirm what the Bible is saying, I think they're legit. But it says Noah's descendants, when they left, they came down from Ararat and they built 3 cities around the base of the mountain they landed on. And then when the whole Tower of Babel thing started happening with Nero and all that, not Nero, oh my goodness, Nimrod, inward. They all left and went to the plains of Shinar to help with the Tower of Babel. And it was a 2 days journey. I believe we know where the Tower of Babel was, which is Glacier National Park area. So that means Noah's Ark was within a 2 days journey of Banff National Park, to be more specific. So there, everyone go look and let me know when you find it.